This comes right back now. Right now. The other one works. Made it back in. Like, is the other one working? I was like, thanks for tuning in. My mic don't work. Actually, what it did was I moved it right across my nipple. In this segment, Ralph is Cornholio.
Hi, I'm Ralph Hoover, and welcome to another episode of What's Good Cincinnati. This is probably going to be one of the most controversial shows we will have, and to explain what's going on a little bit, we got comedian T-Rex and comedian Allie Bruner here in the studio with us today.
What up? We got fist pounding this up here.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, there you go. How you guys doing, man? What's the deal with the whole?
Oh, we are. How are we doing?
Where do we start?
We're alive and kicking. Well, Allie's a good friend of mine. We've known each other since I guess what, 5th grade, academic team.
Elementary school.
Elementary. A few years ago, we reconnected because she went to ride a wheelchair across the basketball court full of bubble wrap, and now she's part of like this Live from Ohio LFO crew of just people that we go out and do crazy things. She's a really talented comedian, and I kind of do some promotional things in the city. So I told Allie I'd help her get the word out about her shows and her website at laughwiththecripplegirl.com. We went down the. You want to say? Or you want me to tell you? You want to talk about it, or you want me to talk about it?
You keep going.
Oh, I'll keep going. I got it going. All right, fine. All right, we were at Party in the Park, and we were just, we rolled to the Party in the Park, telling people, walking up to crowds of people, saying, "Would you like to laugh at the crippled girl?" And people were some people were taken back by it, but for the most part, people were laughing and were having a good time and introducing themselves to Allie, and we were, people were getting used to it, getting familiar, right? We say getting familiar.
Getting exposed.
Getting familiar.
To my funny.
But anyway, I guess somebody took offense to it, and next thing you know, police officers came up, asked us to leave.
No, they didn't ask us. Well, they told us.
Well, they told us. Okay, well, they told us we need to leave. I asked why, and next thing you know, I'm in handcuffs. The police officers threatening to tase me, and they're and everything else you can read about or watch on everywhere else on the planet right now.
Now, and this is all because you said laughing at the cripple girl.
This is because somebody took offense, I'm assuming, to the word crippled, yes. And what it says on the citation is to directly cause alarm and annoyance to others by making grossly abusive language. So that's so as far as we're aware, we got in trouble for asking people to laugh at the cripple girl.
Now, did they not realize that Allie is a comedian?
Well, that's what, we're not sure. Now, when I would introduce myself, I would tell people, hi, I'm Allie, and I'm a comedian, and I would like to tell you a joke. And then I would, and they would laugh, and, we even had some people that would look at the camera and say, I laughed at the crippled girl. And, yes, I think we made it very clear that I was a comedian, but, when people don't take the time to actually listen to what we're saying, then yeah, they might make assumptions and, think that, I don't know what they think, but they might not realize that I am a comedian, but, that's their problem if they don't take the time to listen.
Right. And I agree with that, too. And there was, in the article I read yesterday, well, one of the quotes that you said, and I don't remember what the quote is right off the top of my head, but
paraphrasing.
What's that?
You're paraphrasing, right?
Right. Yeah. In my own translation of it, if you can't, everybody's wanting to be so politically correct and wanting to, and that group of people is wanting everybody else to join with them and be so politically correct.
And the problem with political correctness is that it's kind of being.
It ends up being more offensive.
Yeah, it ends up being more offensive.
Yeah.
It's kind of tends to be more controlling in how people are supposed to be behaving. And at the end of the day, really, Allie's goal, through her comedy, One of the reasons one of the reasons why you really was set out to be a stand-up comedian was to bring bring attention to some of these issues that people in your position deal with, and to make it comfortable.
I want to open the door for conversation, to where people actually feel comfortable asking questions, and getting to know about something that may be a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm trying to make that a little bit more acceptable to do.
Every time I work with Allie, I have a lot of fun, and it's just when you walk I don't want to say when you walk into the room, when you roll into the room. I mean, it's just it just makes everything brighter, and
you're so full of it.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. But the whole thing with the party in the park, though, I mean, I think is ridiculous.
I think it's ridiculous, too, as the person who was arrested and had their camera broken and police threatened to tase.
They broke your camera?
They did.
Wow.
I think it's totally ridiculous. I mean, especially considering that we live in a city that consistently promotes how dangerous the streets are. My mom is a school teacher at Cincinnati Public Schools. I mean, you would think that people would put more energy, effort, and time into educating our children, or not arresting cool people. Yeah. I guess who aren't breaking the law.
I mean, and personally, I don't see. I mean, I wasn't there, and I didn't get. I wasn't there. I didn't get to see her set or anything. But I mean, just for saying. I mean,
did you tell him about? Does he know about the guy that we know that got arrested doing pretending to pee in public?
Yeah, and you look on YouTube, the epic pee prank.
If you go to Allie's website, laughthecripplegirl.com.
There's a link on my website to the guys of Sketch Empire made an epic pee prank video and actually got arrested while making it. And there's a video of the officer saying that they said pretty much, you're not doing anything illegal, but you're being an idiot. And then they're being taken away in handcuffs.
I mean,
check that out.
So apparently, stupidity is against the law now.
Yeah, apparently humor is
against the law. I mean, I don't know.
We're all in trouble then.
Well, I think a lot of it is that this area in particular is really, really, really conservative, and right now you're kind of starting to see a lot of crazy people that are like the LFO crew, like Allie, like us. We're going out there and we're saying we're changing the environment. We're letting people know that it's okay to be weird. It's okay to be different. It's okay.
You gotta embrace it.
Yeah, you have to embrace it. And until we have a community, I mean, this news story is international at this point, but for Cincinnati in particular, until the city of Cincinnati starts to embrace its creative community and starts to embrace its weirdos a little bit more, the city's not gonna. It's not gonna never be fun.
It's not gonna thrive.
It's not gonna thrive.
And this city has so much potential to be great.
Yeah, it does.
And until people start to embrace the weird and the quirky people, then it's not going to reach its potential.
And I mean, and you're right, Allie. Cincinnati has so much talent. I mean, there's just so much untapped talent here in Cincinnati. It's disgusting.
Right.
I mean, you got all the local comedians.
Right.
You got the local bands.
We have a lot of really good local bands.
Oh yeah, a lot of them. I mean, even some, I mean, I'm not a big cover band fan, but there's a lot of really good cover bands out there.
I say was a few weeks ago. Like I said, Allie is part of this musical that we're working on. The LOI from Ohio is working on, and she plays a cannibal in it. And that right there. Well, the funny thing is, you laugh, but that was.
I can't. I laughed because when you said Allie plays a cannibal in it.
She's eating a vegan woman.
Yeah.
That's
Scandinavian
vegan woman, yeah.
Yeah, she was delicious.
But when you say when somebody says cannibal, and to me, in my mind, I picture the Hannibal Lecter mask.
We had some of those.
We had somebody wearing that.
I could picture, and I pictured one of those on you. And I'm like,
that is what I need to
funny.
do. I need to put that on and roll around party in the park.
Yeah, sits me down. What we need to do is we need to get a bunch of crippled people to walk through party in the park, shouting "crippled" just for fun.
Proud to be crippled.
Proud to be crippled.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're changing the definition of crippled, but
I am. I have a new definition that I want everybody to start using, and that word has so many, undeserved negative connotations. So the new definition of crippled is something that is so awesome that is debilitating, or the opposite of lame. So use it.
I like that.
Use it.
And that is from the Allie Bruner New World Dictionary.
I don't know. We've been her cripple stuff's been popping up on like dictionary websites and WikiLeaks stuff talking about.
There was a link to my website that
Wikipedia.
used the word crippled in a definition. That was it. Their example was a sentence taken from my website.
Really?
Yeah.
Really, that's awesome. So I mean, so you're getting.
I think the best part about all this, I mean, you got to obviously take a negative and turn it into a positive.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to speak. I mean, obviously the police in this instance were wrong in arresting and doing what they did. There's a lot of good police officers out there, and even these police officers in Cincinnati, when we gave them the card after everything was said and done, they did laugh at the crippled girl. I mean, they read the card,
they
laughed,
smirk.
they gave a little smirk.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's good. That means there's a little bit of progress that was made there, and
Yeah.
I mean, right now, Allie has single-handedly put the word crippled, which is one of those no words you can't say or use, into one of the most conservative newspapers on the planet and into some of the most conservative media outlets on the planet, and people are talking about it and using it freely. And I mean, people walking down the street, people were asking. I mean, even before we got all this media attention, people just saw from some of our Facebook posts were saying, "Hey, you this stuff with the crippled girl, that's awesome." Like, that's awesome that people are saying crippled.
I mean, and you had to have known when you first started the website, you had to know that it might draw a little bit of controversial attention.
Right, but then, the more controversy that surrounds something, the more people are going to talk about it.
Exactly.
And the more they're going to remember it. I always say that controversy breeds awareness.
You're right, though. Everybody's so conservative. Everybody's so politically correct.
And it's crippling. Political correctness.
For lack of a better term, it's crippling. It is crippling.
Politically crippling. I don't know how you could do that.
Political correctness is crippling.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. You know what? I'm gonna trademark that for you. Political correctness is crippling.
I'm gonna have to put that on Twitter.
And that's actually a good way of putting it. I like that. It makes sense.
But
short, sweet, to the point.
I think that another really good thing that's come out of this is, well, obviously, I mean, since this is now an international story, that so many people have kind of like flocked to it, and that they're outraged about it, which is good. It's people that are showing support. I mean,
right.
That means that concerning a community, I mean, nationally, even internationally, that this is something that needs to be brought to attention. This is something that people are obviously passionate about, and that they've been thinking about. These people wouldn't be speaking their opinions now if they didn't feel comfortable to speak their opinions. And the fact that Allie has made this a topic is, I mean, everybody should give Allie a round of applause.
I agree.
On top of the fact that she's already out there pursuing her dreams and her passions and her ambitions to be a comedian, a professional comedian, national touring act, that takes some balls to begin with. And
one of these years,
you're going to get. I'm going to get you truck balls. I really am. You've been talking about this. We're going to get those for your.
Yeah, I remember.
Truck nuts.
Well, we're going to get those.
And they better be blue.
Blue truck ball. Yeah, that's awesome. And everybody is going to know, hey, that's Allie,
No, that's the crippled girl.
Everybody's going to know your name by the time.
Allie, the crippled girl.
Yeah. So what? You offended what? 2, 3 people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know what? It offends me, and they're offended. So I guess we're even.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
But people get offended every day. So what are they going to do? Are they going to go, harass these people that offended these other people that get offended every day?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
If that made any damn sense at all.
As I've been saying, and Allie obviously agrees, that people have to choose to be offended.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Words have no meaning unless you give them meaning.
Right.
By reacting negatively to them.
Yeah, and if you react negatively to something, you're giving it its power. You're giving it its negative. You're giving it its negative connotation.
Yeah.
I think people, when they're offended by something, or they worry so much about whether or not they are going to offend somebody, that they don't take the time to have any kind of a conversation. And they're just so worried about, making somebody upset. Well, if they stop worrying about that and just talk, then, I think people would open their minds a lot more.
Yeah, take the time to understand what it is that you're about to let offend you, or that you let offend you.
Try to understand it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's people's problem. is they don't take the time to understand.
It's easier to react than it is to
Exactly.
Understand.
Exactly. It takes less effort to react too.
And throughout all of this, I've yet to get negative reactions from anyone that actually has a disability. Like, I've gotten so much feedback, and nobody that has a disability has said anything negative. So that ought to tell people something right there.
Yeah.
And if the disabled community is embracing what I'm doing, then why are people that are able-bodied getting so upset about
I'm
it?
offended you just use the term able-bodied. I'm just letting you know. Okay. Totally offended by that right now.
Well, you didn't take the time to understand. So.
Yeah.
I don't.
You're making assumptions based on my context.
No, everybody's weird.
Yeah, everybody is,
You gotta be proud of it.
And like me, because I take the time to understand a lot of stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some things that could possibly offend me, but there are more things that don't, because I take the time to that could offend me, but I take the time to understand. And being a comedian myself, you kind of have to understand, take time to understand every aspect of certain things. That way you could see the human. And some people get pissed off at me because I could find the humor in death.
Right.
And a lot of people get pissed off at me because of that. And I'm like, look, and my whole philosophy is, if you can't joke about it, don't even talk about it. You know what I mean? Don't even think about it, because your own thoughts could sometimes offend you.
Like Ali said, I mean, I think you should be able to joke about everything. And
exactly.
What's your running quote now? What's the running quote they've been putting on everything?
I don't know. All I know is, if you can't laugh at yourself,
there it is.
You grant the rest of the world permission to do so.
Yep.
So yeah.
I mean, like I said, I think the whole thing is just total BS. Yeah. I hope it gets dismissed.
Oh, we do too.
I wish you the best of luck.
Well,
now, next time you go to court, and I want pictures of this. I want you guys going in there wearing her T-shirts. I laughed at the cripple girl.
Maybe not to court. I don't know.
Oh, I would so do it. I would do it.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But that's just my smart ass. That would be me just being a smart ass. I would go in there just totally laugh at the cripple girl. I might even go in there with some crutches or something like that.
Oh, how about this? Maybe I'll give one to the judge.
There you go.
I kind of like that. I kind of like the idea.
And the prosecutor.
Oh. Yeah, give
a little
judge
goodie
and the
bag.
prosecutor. Give that.
I don't know. Would that be considered bribery, though? I don't know.
No, it wouldn't be considered bribery, because if you do it after the thing.
Oh, so after it's all over and done with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, here you go.
With a little thank you note.
Thank
you for the publicity.
Well, I mean, at this point, what needs to be said has been said, and I think that Allie's doing a really good job of making her point and creating dialogue and conversation. So, I mean, if it gets bigger, great, but it has a pretty big platform right now.
Yeah, well, right now, yeah, and I mean, if you get locked up,
and
I could see
then we could be like, oh, I got arrested. And
I'll write you letters in jail.
You write me letters in jail.
Turn it into a book.
Yes, and feel free if I'm in jail. I accept conjugal visits, from fans.
Awesome.
Not from me.
Damn. I can't get it.
She keeps turning you down, man.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
He's using all my lines. He's using them up.
I'll show you some text messages of guys. All right.
Might need to change it up a little bit so he can't use it.
I'm going to steal your entire show and then call myself a real comedian now.
Well, that's on TV now, so you're not going to...
No, don't take it. Don't take it.
But yeah, so you want to tell people about your website, Alec?
Yeah, my website, ilaughedatthecrippledgirl.com. You can see some really, really funny stuff on there, some skits from me and the other folks that live from Ohio. Hopefully you can get a good laugh out of it, and then you can be proud to say, I laughed at the crippled girl.
And you won't get arrested for it.
No.
I don't know. I did.
I didn't.
Yeah, you should rob banks or something in the future, I guess. That's on TV now.
No, do you guys have any shows coming up or anything?
I will be at Go Bananas July 24th and 25th.
She's a semifinalist for the funniest person in Cincinnati.
Yeah, and then,
Oh, sweet! Congratulations.
So that's the 25th and 24th. It's an all-female show, and that'll be a good time too. Yeah.
And like I said, she's in a few weeks. He's going to be in a sweet music video, horror musical.
Mm-hmm. Eating a human.
Eating a person.
Eating
so.
a human.
Yeah.
Cannibal Alley.
That actually sounds like a really good. Like,
sorry, I just picture that mask.
Cannibal Alley.
The Cannibal Cripple. The
Crippled Cannibal.
Crippled Cannibal.
Mhm.
I can't wait for that to come. I want to see that.
It'll be amazing. Yeah.
Well, I want to see that too.
Yeah.
All
right.
What about you? You got anything coming up?
I'm working on, like I said, all this Live from Ohio stuff. We've been working on right now. Actually, one of the things that we need to start getting attention out for, particularly just for me, I mean, for the Live from Ohio thing, we're going to be doing a video after we finish the video Allie's in. We're going to have another video called Live from Ohio, and we're trying to find anybody and everybody who are the cool people of Cincinnati and Ohio, and we want to put them in that video because it's going to become an anthem for the city.
The who's
who of Cincinnati we want in the Live from Ohio video. Because, we need to embrace and be creative and do it together and stop fighting it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds good. Where do I sign up?
Let me know.
Okay, yeah, I'll shoot you an email. Just
send the emails. For that would be send emails to livefromohio@gmail.com or go to livefromohio.com. But other than that, Allie's going to kick some serious ass at this coming up comedy competition.
Let's see.
We'll see.
And I can only imagine your following is even bigger now.
Oh no, Joe Rogan's a fan, and Ralphie May's a fan, and
retweeted by Joe Rogan and Ralphie May and Felipe Esparza. I don't know how to say his last name, but winner of Last Comic Standing. Twitter is a beautiful thing.
I did. I actually have an account on there that.
Yeah, I'm following you. So.
I have a Twitter account. I just don't really ever use it.
Yeah, that's what I am. I started it. I messed with it for about a week, and then I was like, I can't get into this. So.
All right. Well. Thanks for the.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Bump.
Oh, I missed.
You missed.
I missed.
Now she's trying to punch me.
No.
But yeah, thanks for coming out, guys. I hope everything goes well with the case. And
right now, I'm sitting here with a band called the Mighty Swine out of Cincinnati, Ohio. What's going on, guys? How you doing, man? Doing good. How you guys doing this fine afternoon?
Good.
Just wonderful. Cool. All right, so you guys are on here. You guys have a DVD out, right?
DVD just got released, yes.
Okay, and that's our fine friend the Beavers holding it there for you guys.
The Beavs making love to it.
Now, how long have you guys been out? How long have you been together?
Basically, this band started in, Dan and I met in 07, late in 07, and basically started out as, it was started out as a 4-piece band, and eventually turned into 3-piece when we decided to just go all original. And been through a few guitar players, several guitar players. I got Joe in the band now, and things are really starting to click.
Okay, cool. What's the title of your DVD?
DVD is Lust.
Okay. And what kind of music do you guys do? Not trying to categorize you guys in any genre or anything, but
I'd say traditional hard rock, for sure.
Traditional hard rock.
Yeah.
What were some of your guys, like individually? What were some of your influences?
Well, for me, it's been in a lot of people, really, everywhere from Frank Zappa to the Beatles, to Chicago. I mean, every metal band, Deep Purple, Zeppelin. I mean, pretty much, I listen to everybody.
Okay, cool.
Me?
Yeah. Trying to get all three of your
I'm the old
opinions.
school guy. I'm like, I grew up on Ozzy, man. I love that stuff. But I'm also a guitar player, so I love Steve Vai. I'm a Randy Rhoads nut. Joe Satriani, Eddie Van Halen, things like that.
Okay.
So I love that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I like newer bands like Five Finger Death Punch and things like that.
Okay,
so I'm
yeah.
really big into that kind of thing as well. So kind of across the board. But I spent a good amount of my time playing country in the past too. In Nashville. So I like a wide array of different types of styles, and I kind of bring that into what I do with these guys. So.
Okay, cool. So you guys pretty much just anything that sounds good to you. That's pretty much what you guys.
We keep it heavy.
Yeah, I mean,
keep it nice and heavy.
Keep it real heavy.
Really a wide variety of music to you know, and I've always been influenced by a lot of different things, jazz to fusion to hard rock to a little bit of country too.
Okay. So you guys, this is like, you guys are all full into this, right? So this is definitely what you guys want to do. There's no plan B kind of thing.
Been doing it quite some time, so why quit now?
There you go.
We're going to die trying.
There you go. That's cool, man. So, I mean, when you guys got to, you said you guys were together from '07, right? You two here. And when did you actually come into the band?
I think they approached me back this past December, and Dan actually called me and asked me if I was interested, and I think Mike found me online, and I pondered for about an hour. And I was like, yeah, all right.
It was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to make you feel good, man. But no, man, I jumped in. I dig it. Yeah, the idea of these guys, I've known Dan for many years, and Mike's background was really good too. I mean, he's got a huge, extensive background in music, and I love the idea. So I'm just glad they liked my style. That was the biggest thing, I guess.
Okay.
Actually, I see it as Joe is finally the guitar player that we've always sought.
Exactly.
And I really feel like that this band now has finally came into its own.
So it's cohesive as it's going to get right now.
It feels darn good.
Okay, cool. So, what kind of the venues that you guys have been playing, like where may have people seen you? Like what are some of the venues you've done recently?
Well, we've, as of about a year ago, we've done some shows with Godsmack. We've done some shows with LA Guns. Gotta help me out here, Dan.
Rockin',
yeah.
Who else?
Skid
LA
Row,
Guns.
up in McGuffey's and Annie's around here in town.
Okay.
Regionally. The Godsmack show was down at Riverbend, so that was pretty nice.
Was there, and I think Puddle, or not Puddle, who was, I don't remember now.
I wasn't there,
But
so I can't
he
tell
was.
you.
We kind of took a break and then waited to find, I guess, the rest of the right people, and everything just really gelled well. And then we hit the studio and did the video, and we want to hit the ground running here.
Okay, cool. So what? How many tracks do you guys have on your DVD? What are the?
Right now, it's the official music video for the song "Lust."
Okay, so it's just the one right now.
And what we're doing is, you know, we're in the studio right now trying to wrap up the album. We're working hard on that, trying to get a decent, solid album to get out later this year. We're dropping individual tracks online, digitally. You can go on places like Spotify, things like that, to download and stream. So we're going to basically drop those a couple songs at a time throughout the year, and then towards the end of the year put out a full press CD. And then we have this music video going, and we have another one in the works we'll do soon too. So what the DVD essentially is the official music video for Lust, which will be available, I'm guessing, today on YouTube and places like that. You can go and stream it and check it out. So.
Okay, cool, man. We'll definitely put down a link so people can check it out and see what they think. I'm sure it's going to be awesome.
This is the new music video for the song
Lost!
right, thanks for coming back, man. We just checked out the Mighty Swine's new video for Lust. Now, guys, that video was cool, man. I really did like it a lot. The song was bad, I thought. That's just my opinion. Ralph?
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Was it good? Like it? Ralph gave it his approval, too.
Thanks, Ralph.
So,
Thanks, Ralph. It always matters what Ralph says.
Yeah, it is. Without Ralph, I'm screwed. So, where'd the concept for that video come from? Because you guys were kind of all over the place in that video.
Man, I think I have to start. I mean, I wrote the song initially, and I brought it to the table. These guys, and of course, you know, everybody put their stamp on it. We tweaked it to make it what it is. But the idea was, you know, I kind of came to the idea when I wrote the song about a girl. Different means of the word lust as well. You know, money, greed, the whole 9 yards. So when we put that in the making, Mike's idea was the lust chorus, which was really cool. And I think we wanted to kind of incorporate all those ideas into this video. So when people watch it, they're not just seeing the idea of the sexual aspect with the girls, but also, you know, the money and the greed and things like that. You know, I mean, we put a stripper pole in the middle of a wrestling ring because it was just something that, you know, I don't think anybody's ever done it.
Just a little out there, yeah.
So yeah, we want to make sure that when people see it, they go, oh yeah, this is for real. This is a real deal. So it's big time.
Not to mention that's what was presented to us, and that's what we had to work with. So.
Yeah.
We got a stage, we got a wrestling ring, and we got a pole.
Yeah. What can you do?
Hot rods, girls, cars, man, you know, it's all good.
You guys, like you were saying, you had a lot of more classical influences, classical rock influences in there. Now, to me personally, like that sounded like a kick-off kind of Pantera with a different, like you guys kind of have that.
We love that kind of stuff.
You guys kind of have that same kind of groove to it, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's reminiscent of like, you know, stuff in the 90s. Like, you guys have a really cool sound, in my opinion.
Thank you.
And, I mean, who do you guys want to work with? Like, who do you guys kind of see yourself fitting in good with? Like as far as somebody that's out now, because you guys, like you said, it definitely shows through that you guys have those older influences, but it's a new, crisp sound.
Yeah, I think it's funny you mentioned Pantera because we've talked about working with Vinnie Paul from Hell Yeah, you know, which was in Pantera. So I think that's a prospect we're working on now to maybe do some touring with those guys. Five Finger Death Punch, you know, all that kind of genre obviously is where we're going to lean towards.
Yeah.
So with any hope, maybe this will take off and set us in the mindset, I guess, with our label that we should shoot for those goals.
Yeah.
And besides, you know, those kind of bands, I also think that we're looking at worldwide with this, not just, you know, the United States. We want to go European market and Japan and things like that. And I know just from like Mike's influences in the back of his career, you know, he was with David Chastain for many years. And, you know, still selling in Europe. And I think with what I'm able to bring to the table with these guys with the guitar work, I think it's really going to help sell it over there in that market as well. So we're looking at European rock and metal bands as well. I think
South America too. I mean, it's big down there also.
Brazil, metal is God.
It's
Absolutely.
the stuff. So them are the kind of markets we're shooting for. We're trying to get around the world with the stuff.
I mean, you guys
goes viral.
You guys have a very marketable sound. I mean, not saying it's, you know, sounds real commercially because it doesn't, but it's very marketable. Like you guys could definitely be on the radio with that.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's, you know,
our goal.
Yeah, we're shooting for that as well.
I mean, that's definitely something that they could play. You know what I mean? People would definitely dig that song. I'm sure, you know, the people watching, you know, most of our audience, not saying they're all metalheads, but we, you know, me being a stand-up comic, it's very, I definitely put that metal thing into it. People know I'm a metalhead. They know what I like to listen to. So I'm sure a lot of people are seeing that, digging it. You're probably getting a lot of downloads right now. So.
That's cool. That's good. So keep rocking it.
Yeah, there you go, man. Okay, so Joe, right now you've got some solo stuff going on too, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I stay really busy with that.
Okay.
So, what I'm doing is not only have I signed on with these guys with Broad Horizon Records, we've also negotiated a contract for some solo stuff too as well, and it's all instrumental guitar. We're marketing to some major aspects with my career at this point. Besides this, and I'm hoping that my solo career and the Mighty Swine, they work hand in hand through everything. We've got, you know, like this next year I'm slated to do the anthem for the Cincinnati Reds. We've already got the okay on that for next season, not this season, but next season. So there's quite a lot going on with that. And I shot this music video actually with the same production company that helped with the Mighty Swine's Lust. We did this last October, and it's generated a lot of buzz for me, which I think in turn has helped a lot with the Mighty Swine. and pushing, getting some new fans that, you know, would have never given the Mighty Swine a chance had they not seen something I'm doing every year, pulling the two together. So yeah, it'd be great if you guys could spin this and check it out.
Okay, definitely, man. We'll definitely put a link down. Get with your stuff also, you know, with the band stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. So they work together, so they're not separate. Don't think it's separate. It's one and the same.
Okay.
So, double duty is what I call it.
All right. We're getting to the end of this now, guys. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys have the forum. Go ahead and say whatever you need to say real quick, and do it like that. So, table's yours, guys.
Man, I want to throw out a huge thanks to everybody that helped with the video and has helped with the swine. Our record label, Broad Horizon Records, they've been really supportive in this. We also have Morgan Visual, who helped do the video. We mentioned some people that were behind the scenes, like Rob Nadler at OLS helped out with the
Yes, Rob did a fine job with the production of the music.
Yeah, absolutely. And Rich Lewis.
Prompts to Rich for with the producing the vocals and the background tracks too.
So, yeah, so a lot of good support out there. So we're really pushing forward with it.
What do you think of
them?
Yeah. Cool. And we saw in the video we've had Kate and Tawny Splash in here. We noticed you had them in the video.
Oh yeah.
How's it working with them?
They were great. They were great. They came in, were easy to work with.
They were a little shy at first. But,
very photogenic girls.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But it's kind of funny. By the end of the day, we had to edit some shots because it got a little racy in there.
No,
it was good, man. They were great. They were
and you're going to make sure you guys forward that footage back to us. Not
that's unreleased.
Shay Marie did a fine job on the pole too. She was very.
Big thanks to Jerry. Props goes out to Jerry for the management of Splash Hotties for helping us out with that.
Yeah, Jerry from Splash Promotions, know him.
Absolutely.
All right, cool, man. Hey, guys, it was great meeting you guys. Definitely, everybody check out the video, and here soon, hopefully, the album, right?
Should be towards the end of the year.
Absolutely.
Okay. End of the year, beginning of next year should be out by now?
Hopefully before that, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, well, guys, this is Mighty Swine. I'm Joe. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, thanks.
Thank you very much.
We recently had a show at America Live. Thanks for all of you that came out and check out the show. We have clips from each comedian. Our first clip is from a very good friend of mine, very, very funny guy, very talented, Phil Pointer.
I'll tell you something else that kind of throws me off when you see people who wear these ironic t-shirts when they're like way off with the whole situation, like crazy, like it just throws you off a bit, doesn't it? Like I saw a guy who was about 3 times my size with a shirt with arrows on it that said the man, the legend, which I'm guessing the legend was that he had a penis at all. Or, you know, I'm guessing he's never seen it, so it must be a legend to him. So, you know, but I just think a little truth in advertising would be a help. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. If you ever saw a shirt that said, crazy baby mama. Or maybe even a shirt that said, unemployed basement mother. Or maybe even a shirt that said, AIDS. I think that one would be helpful. That one would help out a lot, actually. So before I get out of here, just one more question for the crowd, if you don't mind. A round of applause. Any dog owners we have now?
He wanted you to try it.
That little dog named Tony.
Oh, yeah.
Little cocker spaniel. I tell you one of the weird things I've ever heard of a dog owner is somebody saying that their dog is bored. Oh, I gotta get our dog a friend. He's so bored. I leave him at home. He chews up the furniture, chews up my papers. I gotta get him a friend. And I'm thinking, I don't buy that, because as far as I'm concerned, as long as the dog can lick himself, absolutely no way that dog can be bored. Because I'm telling y'all what, ladies and gentlemen, if I could lick myself like a dog, oh, I promise you, I wouldn't be on this stage, I wouldn't have a job. You see me on Fox Square somewhere in a cardboard box. Oh, because I like to finish when I start, I'm just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Phil Pointer. Thank you all so much for coming out and enjoying the rest of the show.
Our next clip is from another good friend of mine, another very talented, very funny comedian from right here in Cincinnati as well, Jeb Lyons.
Thank you guys for being here tonight. Happy birthday to Danny Miller. And what's my boy's name right here? We call that Pete. And happy birthday to Pete too. Big Pete in the house. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight, allowing me to work on my craft. You know, just trying to do this entertainment thing so I get paid one day. You know, life's just so fun when you're broke, man. And you can't listen to FM radio. You know, I don't want to hear Fergie telling me she's drinking champagne, living the life.
It's got Kahlua in it.
Am I supposed to be happy for this bitch? I'm paying for Coors Light with a credit card, honey. You can't watch MTV Cribs when you're broke. Now, I see a guy showing off his Lamborghini, the next thing I know, my TV's ruined. You know, because I couldn't stop myself from keying his fucking car. Now, the world today is just soft, man. A kid gets a shitty report card, he doesn't take a beating, he gets drugs. Attention deficit disorder, that's just a synonym for boring subject matter. You slap a porn in and see how often that kid drifts off. Speaking the truth over here, people, you give a kid Ritalin instead of discipline, he's going to graduate to math. And the school counselor is the middleman. You know, every time he gets a kid on Adderall, he gets an Outback gift card from Pfizer. Yeah, that kid's getting enough sucking dick for crack, but damn, this blooming onion tastes good. Hey, that's been my time on Jeb Lyons. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Enjoy the rest of the show. There's a great time coming up behind me.
Our next clip is from a comedian in northern Kentucky. He sets up shows all over northern Kentucky and Cincinnati. Very funny, very talented, Rob Wilfong.
This stage is busier than a restroom at a bulimia retreat. I would like to thank America Live for not putting condom machines in the restrooms. There's always that old guy standing next to one going, damn, that gum tastes funny. Kind of tough for me to do comedy in a bar. I was sober for 14 years once. And then I turned 15 and everything fell to shit. It's tough to stay sober though. I was watching late night TV and it said, if you think that you may be an alcoholic, call this number. It was a liquor store. And they delivered too. And it's tough to do comedy in bars because people act up real bad. The other night a guy come over to the bar and he says, I slept with your mother. I said, just go home, Dad. Hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to Chuck E. Cheese, go to the front door and say, I'm with the band. I told my friend I had to go to a funeral. He said, anyone you know? I said, no, I have to see some tickets, you dumbass. He's my Facebook friend. And the other day he wrote, I've been sick all day and I've been puking up green shit. I mean, what the fuck you do with that? I press like. Where's my Facebook friends out here? Where's my Facebookers? Never did get out of high school. I was on Facebook and the dumbest thing happened to me. I got an invitation to the psychic fair. Will you be attending the psychic fair? I press maybe. You tell me. It's their psychic friends, I'll wait. Hey, check this out. A lesbian couple moved next door to me. And they don't have a lawnmower, so I've been doing their yard work all spring long. And they finally said, Rob, what can we give you for all this work? until you get to the line where the kid wants to talk through your purchases. Ding-dongs, I like ding-dongs, ding-dongs. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. Your house is dirty. 15 minutes later, pizza rolls. I like pizza rolls. I like pizza rolls. And then he gets to my box of condoms. He picks them up and he looks at me. I couldn't help myself, so I said, I like to fuck. I really like to fuck. And by the time the manager got over there with one box of condoms, that kid rung me up for over $300. Manager gets over there and says, what's wrong? He says, I don't like that gum. My name is Rob Wolfong. I gotta pee.
This next comedian, I've worked with him quite a few times. He's very funny, and I enjoy his set every time I see it. William Alexander.
Oh, your friend?
Yeah, I know about the rest of the comedians y'all see tonight. Give it up for them. Give it up for them. Fairfield, Ohio. Home model?
They wanted to be.
Fairfield, Ohio. Okay.
It come out very nice. I kept considering about it, but he wanted to dye green. He bought green hair dye. He didn't realize he bought green hair dye that closed in black light. So it looks green and black light.
Good.
It looks green.
Doesn't mean that one cop that does about 61 miles an hour expressway, everybody gets fast.
Black light. I'm like, it's like this.
He drives like he got power, everybody wants to pass.
Yeah, so you look a little confused. Now that he didn't use green hair, and he's quite pissed about it.
He's saying about stupid questions.
Well, next time he walks up,
I pulled you over.
have him filmed the
Wow, you're not cute, you're a fag.
It is green and black light.
I mean, who doesn't have a job? I mean, you look like you don't have a job. No, I thought you got some kind of record label on your body. Psycho, active records. Okay. What are you like in a band? You in a band or something? You just used to work with psychopathic records? You got a psychopathic record? Is that what it is? You what? You are a psychopath. Okay, you currently say, okay, well, I'm going to do it all, man. For a minute, but you kind of look like a psychopath. Look, he's got your hair, is that dye green or yellow? Your hair. It's supposed to be green. You can't read it, so it's like, you know, when the dye says green, you did it, your hair just, it just works like that. Okay. All right, that's cool, man. What's your name? I'm just messing with you, man. Scooter. Okay, you had to. It took you a minute. What the hell is my name? Scooter. That's not your birth. That's not on your birth certificate. What's on your birth certificate? Scott. Scott. What's Scott going to be? Yeah. Scott going to be Scott. This is what Scott's going to be. What's your last name? Bill. Scott, man, you ought to use that, man. Scooter. Kill Scooter. You Scott Mills. I'm Scott Mills. I'm Scott Mills. I am unemployed. I used to work for psychopathic records. Scott Mills. You ought to use that Scott Mills. You can't use because you're obviously over 22, right? You can't use Scooter anymore, man. You can kill Scooter. Scooter's dead. You are now Scott Mills from Psychopathic Records. There you go, my man. But make sure that you please support live comedy. And I'm really going to say
This next comedian was the feature act at America Live on the first night of the comedy show. Very funny, very talented, Danny Miller.
Keep going, Ralph. That's right, you saw. Keep going.
didn't tell you my birthday. Hey. I'm in a good mood. Everybody in a good mood? Everybody in a good mood? I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood for another reason. I have a movie coming out in 6 months. Thank you very much. It's a porno movie. It's called Debbie Does Everybody But Me. Pretty bad when you can't get laid in a porno flick. Yeah, I'm fucking goofy looking. I live by myself? No shit, right, sir? In my apartment, I got a Playboy centerfold on my wall. My friend goes, hey, how do I wake up with that? I said, I already have. I didn't think it's sticking to the wall. But I like living by myself. I can do a lot of things now I never got to do before when I lived at home. Play around on the phone with telemarketers is one of them. You guys do that? One of them called me up the other day. He goes, I got 2 months of free cable for the head of the household when I speak to him. I said, he's not here right now. He goes, well, when do you expect him back? I said, hopefully not real soon, because I'm in here stealing shit. Good thing you called me did. The phone was about to be gone. I'm still here when he comes back. I'll tell him he called. I bet he won't be needing any cable. I tried cocaine last week for the first time with this girl, and the girl I'm doing it with handed me a $100 bill, rolled up real tight. I said, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? She goes, you know what to do with it. I put it in my pocket and went home. Now I can buy straws. But it's actually pretty cool because, you know, now I'm with this girl and, like, she is cool because she does the same shit that I do. She drink her ass off. That's why I like her. But she always makes me drive. She'll get drunk and I gotta drive. When she turns 16, that shit's gonna stop. Got a 16-year-old kid, and he just got caught masturbating. Which kids and shit, everybody does it, right? I know you do, fucker. Everybody does it, who cares? My in-laws want you to punish. They want me to punish him. What the fuck am I going to do? Go to your room? He's got Netflix and a computer. He will never come out. Like, it doesn't make a difference. Like, he doesn't. They go, you need to watch him. I said, I ain't watching you shit. You're the one that's pissed off about it. You watching it. No, but you always got to keep a porno movie in your DVD player. At all times. Because you never know where you're going to need it. I'm watching a movie with my wife, right? It's a chick flick the other night. And in this movie, this guy is whining and dining this girl, taking her out to dinner, buying her flowers. My wife leans over me and goes, hey, how come you never do that? I flipped in the porno DVD and said, because you never do that. That's one part of the show, guys. Thanks very much.
Now, this other guy, you see him on the show all the time. He's actually my co-host, and he was the headliner at America Live. This is a clip of Joe Lunsford.
My name is Joe Lunsford. A few things about me. Cincinnati, Ohio, 5 kids. I know 2 of them online for sure. I see this chick my friend introduced me to about 6 months prior. And we're talking, and she's got a bag of groceries, and she's kicking the shit out of her car. Maybe I should ask her what's wrong, you know? She's like, well, I locked my keys in the car and the bag ripped. I'm like, well, can I do anything for you? She's like, yeah, walk in this building and ask them if they have a coat hanger to open the door and a bag for the groceries. Cool. So I go into this building, woman at the front desk is fucking super nice. Hi, buddy, how you doing? What's going on? Can I help you? Yes, ma'am. I wanted to know if you could help me. Well, what's the problem? I just ran this chick I met like 6 months ago, and she's having some problems. I need a bag and a coat hanger. This bitch freaks out. Has me escorted out of the building, because then I realized I walked into Planned Parenthood. It's a fucking joke once again, man. It didn't happen. God, I'm horrible, man. Jesus. Man. I hate sports. Used to love them. So I went to an all-black school. Yeah, I was the only white kid there. And it wasn't that I was good at sports. I was a great athlete, believe it or not, at one time. The problem was I used to have really good games. And I was the only white kid on the team. I was 5'7". These motherfuckers were 7'11". And when I had a good game, I had to walk through the fucking locker room. Good game, Joe. Jockey's powder does not taste good, y'all. Just so you know. Quit complimenting me, Jerome. I know I did good. Jeez. Thank you for the clap. Somebody enjoyed it. It was the black guy. Of course, the black guy. I'm going to take this time. I'm going to win this set. Oh, my God.
We hope you enjoyed those clips of the show at America Live. Thanks again for all of you that came out, and hope to see you all again at future shows.